you're looking at the Making Effective Decisions quick sheet. This one is for civil service interviews at HEO and SEO level. If you want your own copy, you can download it using the link in the description. Keep it with you as a guide when preparing for interviews and even during the interview itself. At this level, the panel is checking that you can make sound and reasoned decisions that are backed up by evidence. They want to see that you think through risks, take responsibility, and explain your choices clearly. They also want to see that you bring in the right people, keep things moving, and always act in line with policy and guidance. Now let's go through the sheet. The first point is gathered and analyzed relevant evidence. Your answer should show that you did not act on instinct alone. You reviewed data, checked guidance, or consulted stakeholders to support your decision. Next is considered risks and potential impacts. Good answers show that you thought about what could happen before you acted. Mention how you weighed up the pros and cons or how you identified key risks. For example, I identified the key risks or I weighed the pros and cons before. Then we have took responsibility for making the decision. The panel expects you to show ownership. Say that you made the final decision and explained your reasoning to others. The next point is challenged assumptions or standard approaches. This is about showing that you did not just accept the first option given. Demonstrate that you questioned why something was done a certain way or that you suggested a better approach. Use lines like, I asked why we were doing it that way, or I proposed a better option by. After that, involve the right people to inform your thinking. This means checking with colleagues, teams, or stakeholders. Show that you brought in operational colleagues or sought advice to make sure your decision was well informed. Use, I brought in operational colleagues to check, or I sought advice from. The sheet also reminds you to show that you made timely decisions to support progress. At this level, you cannot let things stall. Explain how you made a quick decision to unblock progress or gave direction so work could continue. Finally, followed organizational guidance or legal obligations. Your answer should make it clear that you acted in line with frameworks, policy, or regulation. A good way to phrase it is, I checked the framework before deciding, or I aligned the decision with policy by. At the bottom, you'll see the quick reminders. Focus on how you reached the decision, not just the outcome. Show what information you used and who you consulted. Demonstrate judgment and accountability. Emphasize the impact of your decision and how it supported delivery. Use action words like analyzed, decided, considered, consulted, weighed, or resolved. And remember, you can always add detail if time allows. This quick sheet is not a script. It is a tool to keep you focused on the key points. Use it as a checklist to make sure your answers show evidence, reasoning, and sound judgment. If you want a copy of the sheet, the link is in the description. Keep practicing with it and use it to structure your examples. Subscribe for more civil service interview guides. Thank you for watching.